Hello, folks, and well met. This is Founder Lavrion with Fantasy Grounds Academy. What I'm going to do today is explain how to create external web links within Fantasy Grounds Unity. For most of you, this is probably not as useful. However, there are some of you that are creating content, or you may be a game master, or perhaps even a developer. Whatever the case may be, I'm going to show you how to create the links within Fantasy Grounds. So first things first, I'll bring up Fantasy Grounds. Generally, what you'll do is you'll take an external link from a website and you'll drag and drop that into the chat window and hit enter. So I will show you how that works. So I have some pages that I've already selected ahead of time. So I have 3 different links here, potentially. I have the Fantasy Grounds user manual. So if I want to make a link to this directly within Fantasy Grounds, all I have to do is highlight the text, hit Control Copy, and then I will go to Fantasy Grounds and I will hit Control V, which is Control Paste. And you'll see some text appear down here at the bottom left corner in the chat window. When you hit enter, it creates a generic entry called link. So what I've done is I've created a story entry. And the story entry is just for link creation in Fantasy Grounds Unity. You can put this in whatever story format you wish. First thing I'm going to do is open up my links and resources thing here, which is my story entry. And I also have an index here. So what I'm going to do is first I'm going to put website links as my label. And basically these are external links that I'm going to link within Fantasy Grounds. So if I'm going to hit enter, and what I'm going to do is take the link from the chat window, single left click, hold the mouse button, and drag and drop it up here underneath this text. So just take the link, drag and drop it up there, and this is what the link is created, what it looks like. So when you have a link, it'll create that, and what that does is it allows for you to click on this when you're in game, and you'll be able to go quickly to that website or whatever tool you've linked to. So I'm going to put the second one in here. This is the Fantasy Grounds Forums message board. So these might be a lot of different links for you guys, if you're and girls, if you're using this, but this just kind of give you an idea. I'm going to go back to Fantasy Grounds, go to the chat window, and I'm going to paste the text down there and hit enter. And this creates another link. Now, if you get too many links here and you don't know what they are, the latest or last one you did here is at the bottom. So now I'm just going to drag and drop this link up here, and I'm hoping it'll drop underneath the other one. Yep, there it is. So this is kind of the way that you create links. And then I also want to create a link for the Kobold Fight Club, which is a tool to use online. So if I hit right-click on the actual text, hit copy, go to Fantasy Grounds, go to the chat window, go ahead and hit Control V or paste, and then I'm going to take this little link and drag and drop it in the story entry, and it's got to be unlocked, and that will create the link. So now what I'm going to do is highlight the text up here. I'm going to make it a header by hitting Control 2, and this is kind of the layout that I have for this particular information. So if you're making a module or even a cheat sheet for your game, this would really be helpful. Now that we have these links, I have an index here that I've already made. So what I'm going to do is put this underneath this text here that says link. So I'm going to drag and drop it underneath here. Oops, that's not what I wanted. So if you accidentally make a mistake in Fantasy Grounds with text and such, hit Control Z, and that'll undo whatever you did. So I'm going to go ahead and try it again. This time, nope, that's not what I wanted. Let me put the cursor after it, probably helps. And again, there we go. So now I'm just going to make this bold, so it just kind of gives you an idea. So this is part of my directory system or index for maybe a module or a tool or some kind of module that you are making for a game or whatever it is. So this is how you make external links. And I'm going to go ahead and close my browser. So if I right-click and hit Close Windows, that closed all my Google browsers. And then when I want to, say I'm in the middle of a game, I need to look something up, I'm going to click on the Kobold Fight Club because I know that's where the encounter builder is. So if I click on this link here, it'll bring up that page. So that is the value of this lesson, is to learn how to use the link system. It will allow you to drag and drop the links to whatever portion of the module that you want to. You can also change the text here. You don't have to leave this body text. This comes from basically from the web link itself. So if you wanted to just change this to Kobold Fight Club instead of this long address, you could do so, and that will help you organize your mess here. So maybe you don't want this big title. So you can change the text there and format it differently, but the link itself will stay intact. So that's pretty much all I had to show you. Again, this is Founder Leroon with Fantasy Grounds Academy. I thank you for watching, and I hope to see you around the community. Join us with our Discord, and hopefully we can get to you and help you with your questions and any training you might need for Fantasy Grounds. So take care, everybody. Good night. Bye-bye.